we go. We'll turn on recording. Okay, so just to preview again, this is Cherie Collins with vCard Global, and today we are going to build a vCard for a real estate agent. And this is a card that can be used by any real estate agent, but it also is applicable to any business. So we're going to go through the steps of building the card and how to market your business with the card. Let's get started. So I've got over here a card that's ready to go, and this is what your card typically, well, there it is. That's not exactly what I wanted, but let's go into here and we'll view the card. All right, this is what your card typically looks like. So when you first start with vCard, and after you've signed up, just for maybe either you're just the trial card, or maybe you signed up already as one of our paying customers, you get a very basic card, and it takes only a few minutes to take a very basic card and turn it into a great looking card. At the bottom of your card is a handy link. It's called Owner Link. This is just a handy way to bring you to the login page of vCard Global, where you want to log into your back office. Your back office has a few things that you should know about if you have signed up for the 30-day trial and you are ready to upgrade. We have the packages are here. This is where you upgrade. You can come in here and pick one of these 3 packages. The advisor package includes 2 vCards, an additional vCard to make 3, so you have 1 extra card to market your business, and you participate in the shared revenue plan. And that's $129 a year. 2 cards is $99 a year, and 1 card is $59 a year. So that's where that is. And then to get into the editor, it's on the right-hand side here, this button where it says vCard Editor. Click on that. And then this takes you into your editor. And it will open up. Now, this is my demo account. I have lots of cards in here. When you log in, you're going to just have 1 card, okay? And you're going to be able to click on that card, and it will take you through the process of creating your card. Also, you may be instructed and taken right into a wizard. So what I'm going to do here is I need to get into the right screen. So I'm going to just pause the share for 1 second, and I'm going to get into the right screen here. And it will just take another second. All right, let's try that again. And they're almost there. Thanks for your patience. So the card that we're going to build today, I'm going to, you'll be able to use it. You'll be able to add it if you're an advisor to your vCard gallery. So we're going to add a real estate card that you'll be able to share with other folks later on. I'm going to resume our share here, and I'm going to go into the real estate card. So now when you go into the card and you're first starting out, it should automatically take you into the wizard. If for some reason it doesn't take you into the wizard, you're going to look for this button here where it says Setup Wizard. It's the blue button down here. It says Setup Wizard. So that's what you want to do. This is a step-by-step process. In the first step, you add your contact information. In the second step, you add your social media. In the third step, we're going to upload a photo, a logo, and then we're going to choose a design. So your first name and last name will be here. You'll have an email address here. And then you can put in the name of your business. You can have your job title here. You can put in your address. Now, a few things to know about the address is if you work from home, you may not want to put your actual street address on there, but you do want to make sure you put on your city and your state, so people know what part of the country you're in, and maybe put your country too, to show what part of the world you're in. So put some of that information in. If you have a location that people come and visit you at, whether it's your office or your restaurant or wherever it may be, you can add a Show Map It button. That adds a Map It button to your card. So anyone who clicks on that, it uses the navigation technologies in the phone, and it will take them directly to your location. And then you will put in your web address here. When you see your phone here, it's very hard to read. This is just how it comes in when you're first signing up. And I just recommend that you come in and add some dashes here to make it so people can easily read it. You can add additional phone numbers here. You can add a toll-free phone number. You can add a fax number. All of the information that you add here can be changed at any time. And one of the great things about vCard is that this contact information here, once you've shared it with other people, you've shared your vCard with other people, when you update this information here, those who have your vCard contact now have your most updated information. Your vCard never gets old. It is truly for life. So if your job changes, if your business changes, if you move to another part of the world, all of this information will follow you. So pick a good name that you can use for many years for your vCard, and remember, it will follow you for many, many years. It will not get thrown in the trash like a paper business card does, and people will always have your latest information. All you have to do is come in here into vCard and update it. Let's click on the Continue button to the next step, and this is where we aggregate all of your important links, all of your social media in one place. And we have 16 different social media here that you can add. Today, for our example, I'm just going to add some of vCards, our vCard Facebook here. So you want to highlight the URL of your Facebook page, right-click, copy that URL, okay? And then take it back to the editor and find Facebook and right-click and paste it in. And you can do the same here with the LinkedIn, right-click, copy this information, and bring it back over and paste. And let's do the same here with our YouTube channel. This is a great YouTube channel. Just so you know, there's lots and lots of videos here. All of Alamo's training calls are on here. All of the vCard workshops, I load those up here as well. There's lots of help videos on our help desk, vCard Global Help Desk. So I'm going to highlight the entire channel URL at the top here. I'm going to right-click. I'm going to copy this information. And now I'm going to go back over to the editor, and I am going to right-click and paste that YouTube information there. Reach me online. This is for your communication chat profile, so people can always reach you. They can always know where you are. You can add your Skype ID, your Zoom meeting ID, your personal meeting ID, your join.me, any information here that is relevant so people can reach you online. This is where you put that information. And then we have the important links section here. We're going to add some important links today, especially because this first one is great for real estate agents and property managers. So I'll show you something that I have seen done quite a bit by real estate agents. If they have a bunch of active listings, what they'll do is they'll write down maybe the address. So I've got one here. I've got this, it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and I might just go back over here. So they'll put down like maybe the street address, and then they'll say 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 42,000. Okay, and then they come back over, and this listing, it's 47,000. Okay, that's fine. And you grab the URL for that listing. Okay, grab that entire URL, and then you're going to right-click and copy that information and bring it back over to the editor, where we're going to paste it right next to that. And we'll update this for $470,000. Okay, great. Now, this little plus sign allows you to add another property as well. So we can come back here, and let's just add another one so you can see how that works here. So we can add this address here, and it's a 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath. Sometimes people will just link to, they won't put their listings in here. What they'll do is just put in their, links to either their real estate, their MLS listings. They'll say, here's my residential listings, here's my commercial listings, and they'll link directly to those as well. So we've got this one here. We're going to just highlight that URL, right click, copy it, and we will come back over here to the editor and we'll paste that in. And just for fun, let's add one more, because that will kind of even that out. Here's another property here that we will add. So we've got one here on Woodard Street. And I'm just going to grab that address here. And I will grab that URL too. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Okay. So we bring it, grab that whole URL, right click, copy, bring it over here, right click and paste that information. And I can say 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths for, I don't remember what it was. All right. And you could keep adding more of those listings. Now, here is for our portfolio. This is great for artists, obviously, but also for, let's say, contractors, anyone who does work. Maybe you build beautiful decks. You can link to your Flickr account with all the work that you've done. The book now is for anyone who has an online scheduler. This is just a way to link to that online scheduler. So you can put what I do, I like to put in a call to action, like, book an appointment with me. And then I put the link to my online scheduler here. The purchase books is for authors, but also for teachers and coaches. This creates efficiency for you, okay? Put all of the books that you are constantly recommending to your students or your clients here. And then put over here your affiliate links to Amazon or Barnes & Noble or wherever, so you earn a little extra dollars, right, when they purchase those books. So that's something as well. For our folks with online stores, and there's a lot of you with online stores, this is where you can put your links. If you have more, if you work for, if you have more than one distributor store, you're working for complementary distributors, you can put them all here. Put them all here, put the name of the store with the link. Again, it just puts it all in one place. It makes your life so much easier to have that in one place. And then finally, we have the police support, which is also something very handy. I use it for anything. It could be a church that you are part of, a nonprofit that you support, anything that you are personally involved in that you want people to know about and possibly get involved in. So let's say you can use it for, like, let's say I'm going to race for the cure. I might put a little thing here like, please sponsor me for race for the cure by September 22nd, right? Something like that. And then over here, you would put a link where they can sponsor you. This is for additional sites that you have as well that didn't fit in these links up here. All of this, again, can be edited at any time. So let's continue to the next page. Here we're going to load our picture. I'm going to add a picture from my computer. I'm going to upload. And we're going to go to a file I have set up for this. So you find the folder where your pictures are, and then you can click on the picture that you want to add. You can give it a name, and it is important to give these a name because you can search by these pictures later on in your media library. They'll be searched, you can search by name for them. So I put my picture here, and now I can also load my logo. I want to point out the picture is important. You definitely want to have your picture on here. The picture is something, it's not only on the vCard, but when you text your vCard to someone, that picture will most likely, for most phones and most carriers, it will show up in the text message, okay? So that's really nice when that comes through. I love it. So you get to see the picture and then a link to your card. It comes through on the vCard Global mobile app, and it also comes through in most download files as well, though there is some issues with Outlook that we're working on right now, but that picture is something that is important. You definitely want to have one. I'm going to load a logo for her as well. And let's see here, where is my logo file? There it is. I know it's a transparent PNG, I hope, so we'll just add that there. It looks white, but there really is an image there. And we will continue. And now I can't see my logo here, but you can see here that I've got my card is really coming together. Now I just get to pick up some new designs, and that's what this whole section is for, is picking designs. I'm going to go here. You can see here I changed it to black, and I can immediately see the logo that I have there. So you can choose different designs, and you pick the color that you want. Let's say I want a black background, and then this changes the button colors, the accent colors on here. So you can do that. There's also these other colors here, like I like this one here, this blue, or I could go with this purple for her. Maybe I'll go with purple. There's a purple and orange one as well. That's kind of pretty. Maybe we'll go with that one. But the thing is you can change this too at any time. You can always change the design, and that's really fun. You can also customize the design to match your branding too. I'll show you where that tool is a little later. So I'm going to finish this, and my card has been created. It is live. It's published. The world can see it, and you can see we just did that. It only took us a few minutes to do it. There's more things I'd like to do to clean this up, and we'll do that now. But yeah, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? That's a great start. So let's go back now to the editor itself. This is the editor page where we started. Remember, this was the setup wizard we clicked on. And I want to point out here, this is important information. This is my card name. My vCard name is called Real Estate. My security code is 87485. And I want to use that information if I haven't already set up the vCard Global mobile app. The app is a great tool. We're only adding new features to it. Like, there's so many features coming out in the next few weeks on that app. It's just going to become more useful than ever. But right now, the app is fabulous because you can store your card there and easily share it from that app. But you can also store everyone else who has a vCard there, all of their contacts. I use it as a big networker myself. I have many businesses that I network with, and they would promote my business. I would promote their business. There was a time where I would walk around with business cards of other people, or I had this like binder in my office with all of these cards of people, whether real estate agents, or I have a good friend down the street. She has a tax business. She would promote my business. I would promote her business. And we would pass out each other's cards, paper cards. But there would be often where I would be out, maybe at a networking event or talking to someone, and they might say, I need a good tax person, and I wouldn't have her card handy. But now I always do, because it's always on my phone, and my phone is always with me. And that's why the app is great, because it organizes all of the people in your network in one place. It makes it really easy for you to share by text, share by email. It has customized messages, predefined messages that you predefine when you send out your card. So you don't have to type in this introduction message every time. It's already there. And you can have as many predefined messages as you want to. So that's the vCard Global mobile app. I definitely recommend it. And I have a video on how to use the app as well, which I'll just show you real quick, so anyone who's interested, you can take a look. It's definitely worth watching if you haven't seen it before and you haven't used the app. So if you go to vCard, well, you can go to, it's on our, actually I'll show you where it is. Let's do it this way instead. So right here on this little orange button, that's our tutorials. Let's click on that. We've got lots of videos here. And the app itself, if I click on vCard Global here, right here, mobile app FAQs. And then I have an overview on the vCard Global mobile app here. So that is also found on our YouTube channel as well. So that is there. So the tutorials there, just look for the mobile app FAQs, and you can find this video here. I definitely recommend that. And okay, so a little bit more information. Why don't we click over here to the contact info tab, the next tab over. This is the information that we just did. And this is where you would edit all that contact information, your social media information, and your picture and photo. And then we can also edit here our design. This is where you can choose a different design. And then the next one is called the page editor, and this is the power of vCard. There's a lot of things that we can do here. And I'm going to see if I can resize this logo, make it a little smaller. I think that there is some space around this logo that makes it look a little too big, so I'll work on that. But that's better. And you can also resize your picture too if you think it's too big. You see this right hand bottom corner? That's what I'm doing. I'm grabbing this corner and then I'm just resizing. I'm just moving it. You can decide exactly how big you want your picture to be. And that looks good. And I've got my Facebook, my LinkedIn. I like the way this page is looking. One of the things I recommend for real estate agents in general is to add a video to your vCard. I want to show you how to do that. So these green buttons here that you see, these green buttons allow you to add a block. You can click on any of these and it will open up. Let's do that now. It opens up a list of blocks that you can add to your card. And in this case, we're going to add a video block. These top ones here, the text, the image, the photo gallery, and the video, these are the top ones that people will use. That's why they're at the top. I'm going to add a YouTube video now. And I've got a YouTube video here. I like this video. I chose this video of Steven here because he does a good job of talking to the camera and saying why he's in real estate and why you should choose him as your real estate agent. He's just talking to the camera and he's just explaining who he is and why he wants to work with you. Now, his video is a little long. It's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Most people will only watch the first 30 seconds, right? They really won't go beyond that. So I recommend, if you can, especially if you're a real estate agent, create a little video, no more than 60 seconds, okay? And just talk to the camera about who you are, why you're in real estate, what what your customer service, how you handle it, and what your values are, and why they should choose you. You will connect to people through this video, and what will happen, you'll be surprised what will happen is people will call you ready to move forward and they haven't even met you. Just because they've watched that video, they've connected with you online through that. So we're going to grab this video here that Steven's put together and we're going to add it. Look for what's called the share button, okay? We're going to click on the share button, this little arrow, and then we're looking for something called embed. We need the embed code to add to our vCard. Let's grab that. We click on embed. And here you can see here it brings up this little code here. That's my embed code. That's what I want. But what I also want to make sure is, you see these embed options. This first one is important. Show suggested videos when the video finishes. You want to make sure that is unchecked. And the reason why is at the end of this video, it will start playing additional videos that YouTube chooses, not you, YouTube chooses. And often those videos will not be ones you want there. They may be one of your, competitors or something like that. So just remove that so they can only play your video, okay? And then you want to grab this here, this code. This is called embed code. And you can just highlight the whole thing, right click, copy this embed code, okay? And then I'm going to just bring it back over to the editor. And I'm going to right click and paste that embed code in here. Now I have videos showing you in more detail how to do that as well, so you can take your time and watch those videos if you need extra help. You click the add button and we've added my video. You can see how easy that was. That was great. Now let me show you some other features of vCard. One thing is our videos, you can add many videos to your card, but you can also add pages, and we're going to add a few pages here. So vCard is made out of pages, and then within those pages are these blocks that we add. Okay, so let's add some pages here. We're going to add a page for buyers. And all I do is type in that name, and then I press the save button. Click add a page here. And I'm going to type in sellers. I'm I'm going to add a page here. I'm going to say open house. Open houses or something like that. So we have buyers, sellers, open house. And I think that's where I will start. I know, I want to do about Janet. Whoopsie. Okay, so if you need to edit a page like that, you click on the page you want to edit, where I only got the A before I saved it, and you just retype it. About Janet, and I can change the name. And then these little up and down arrows, they allow me to move things around. So I can move about Janet to the top here. And I've got, you can, reorganize your pages by these up and down arrows like that. And the same is true over here. Let's go back to the home page. You have the ability to move blocks up and down with these same little up and down arrows. See? It moves your blocks up and down. All I'm doing is clicking and dragging that up and down. So it's pretty basic, pretty easy to do. You'll have a lot of fun with that. We have a lot of fun with the editor in general. Most people have a great time with this. I've seen cards that people have built 20, 30, 40 pages, lots and lots of information about their business. I mean, it's more than just a business card. It's a personal website, a nice little personal website about you. So let's add more information for Janet here. And we're going to add a bio for her. I'm going to add a new block, and I'm going to pick the text block this time. And this opens up a text editor that we're all pretty familiar with. It's pretty basic, what you're used to probably with Microsoft Word or with like your email. And I've written up a bio for her. I'm going to grab it here. I usually write my text in a Word doc just because I know that, with the internet, sometimes if the internet goes out, maybe I'll lose what I was writing if I try to write it in the text editor itself. So I prefer to write here so I know I won't lose any of my work. And then I just copy that and I can bring it back over here and I can right click and paste it. Now, sometimes you get this message in Firefox. Just go up here near the cursor again, right click, and it will show and it will allow you to paste that information in. When you write for the web, you want to write in small paragraphs. You want to write in little paragraphs, and if you can, bullet pointed lists. You want to bold things. You want to make it easy for people to scan the page. You just want to really break up the text as much as you can. Now, in this case here, you want to create like a headline look. Under formats here, you have some headings, and I'm going to choose, like I can say a heading 1 or a heading 2 and see which size I like that best. I can say like heading 1. And there, I've added my text here. Now, if I want to add another picture, I think it would be nice to have another picture of Janet again. I can just go back here to images, click on image. And in my media library, the profile image I loaded is there. Also, all the profile images and all the images of my other cards are in my media library too. We did that because we had a lot of people who were building multiple cards and they wanted the cards to share images. So you have this media library with lots of images to choose from, and I'm going to pull Janet's image here and add it. There, that looks good. And so we've got an About Janet page. Now we're going to add a page for our buyers. Let's see here. And I'm going to add a new block for my buyers. And I've got a buyer's home kit that I'm going to put on here. So I've got some text here. This is a call to action. I'm trying to get people to, buyers especially, I really want them to contact me. So I'm creating a reason for them to, I'm giving them something in return for their contact information. So I'm giving them a free buyer's kit. And what I want them to do is fill out a contact form, and I'll give it to them. I'll send it to them. So I can put here, and I can put a little title here. All right, so I can say like free home buyer kit. Okay, and I can make that a headline as well. And then I've got this here. I'm going to make this bold. If you would like Janet to send you this kit, please complete the form below. And that will be my text block. I'll click add. So I've got this here. I'm going to add a picture of the home buyer kit as well. That gives some more interest of it. So I'm going to click on image. And I'm going to upload an image here of my buyer's kit. Click add. Great. And then I have to name this file, so I'll call it my buyer kit. You can link this if you wanted to something else as well. So anytime you add an image, you can link it to an external page, you know, on another website, or you can link it to an internal page. So I could link it to another place if I needed to. You also have the ability to add a caption to the image as well. We're just going to leave it as is, and we'll press save. And we've got our buyer kit here, and that's that. You can see over here the preview. That's a way too big. I don't like the way that looks. So I'm going to make that smaller, and that looks so much better. Okay. All right. So we've got our buyer kit here, and now I'm going to add a form, a custom form to this page so people can contact me. They'll contact me by email, and then I will contact them and send them the buyer's kit. So I'm going to click on Add New Block again. And right here we have this one called Contact Form. I'll click on that. So I'm going to name this my buyer kit form. This will go to Janet. Okay. So Home Heart Realty. And you can put multiple recipients here. So if you wanted this to go to Janet, but also Barbara wanted to get this too, maybe Barbara's her assistant, then Barbara can also receive it. You just have to add a comma there, and you can have multiple people receive it. Then you choose what information you want on here. So let's say I want first name and last name. I like to choose less is more in some cases, because if the form is too long, they may not fill it out. Okay, so you have to, depending on the type of form and who you're targeting, you know, you want to decide what you want here. So I'm going to put phone here. And so I may just, this is all I want, first name, last name, email, phone. If I wanted, I could ask a question here too, or I could just put something. This last field here is for you to, it's a custom field. You can put anything you need there, okay? So I could just, you know, something as simple as comments. You could just put comments here, okay? And that allows them to fill that out. And then I click the add button, and this creates a contact form here. So you can see here the contact form. When this contact form is submitted, I receive an email that says someone has filled this out. And vCard also stores this information for you. It is stored in, I'll show you, it's on your editor homepage here. You come back to the editor homepage. We have this contact form leads. I click on that, and it's not showing anything now because I just created that and I haven't published it. But as soon as I publish that and add it, I'll show you exactly what it does. Let me show you that so you're aware. So we're going to go back here, and we've added all this information here. We've added the video and so forth, but the world doesn't see that information until you publish. So if it's red here, it's unpublished. That means you need to publish.